Friends, in this podcast, I'm going to talk to you about the journey from high earnings to great wealth. Many of us have high earnings. We also have high savings, but somehow we end up having a practice of ordinary investing. When you have high earnings and high savings, how you do your investing will determine if you are going to be making this journey to great wealth. Most people consciously decide not to spend too much time on the journey to great wealth. Effectively, they reduce their decisions to a few, like a house or a plot of land. But there is great advantage in making this journey to great wealth a far more detailed one. It's only when you create more detailing, you are likely to get a better impact. There was a time when lower level of detailing, just a few decisions, was adequate to make us rich. We don't live in those times anymore. The reform in real estate, like RERA, are going to make it very difficult to make wealth out of real estate. So essentially, real estate is going to become one of the asset classes which we need to participate in more from the angle of consumption. We need a house to live in. Therefore, we may choose to buy a good plot or a good apartment which would in future be consumed by us. So we don't really have the kind of return runway which we had in the past 20 years in real estate. Similarly, in other asset classes as well, the return runway doesn't look as great into the future as it looked in the past. But relatively, other asset classes seem to promise better prospects than real estate at this point in time. This is also a function of the supply overhang in real estate that never seems to go away. This brings us to how we are going to make this journey to great wealth in the future. In the past, it was simple. In the future, it has to be detailed. What kind of detail can you bring into this journey? First, ensure that you don't invest in ordinary products. Products which are not designed to give you returns that beat inflation. You may be surprised that in the financial world, there are several products that are designed in such a way that you will barely meet inflation. You won't beat inflation. Several of these come under the realm of insurance investment products. Then you have the equity investment products, the mutual funds. These again have to be dealt with a good understanding of the detail. Here again, most people go by the past performance. Investing is all about the future, we all know it. In the absence of better validation techniques, we rely on the past performance. But in the kind of world that we are in, past performance can even come to hurt. One could come to grief by purely following past performance. On the other hand, making your investing future driven would mean that you would need to have an appreciation of emerging economic business trends. And your investing will align to these two. Now, this detailing is no more a choice. That is where if you choose to have an advisor. That advisor should be able to have a clear understanding and have the capacity to give you the adequate detailing that you need to successfully make this journey to great wealth. The kind of advisory expertise that you need to bring today is far more detailed than it was 5 years ago. There has been a paradigm shift, and there will be a further paradigm shift. There will also be products that are one-stop solution towards your needs. For example, if you want retirement planning, there could be just one product which does the whole job and you are able to do an evaluation of everything under one roof. A good advisor would be able to shrink wrap everything and give it to you under one roof. So, your insurance, your investments, your debt, your equity and your asset allocation should all come under one roof. If this detailing does not happen for you, then you are putting your journey to great wealth at grave risk. We don't live in those times where we can afford to make one investment decision wrong, because once you make the decision wrong, correcting the decision will become very difficult. Many people who bought the second and third house in the suburbs in the last 3 years are facing the problem of a bad decision not getting reversed. They are not able to walk out of the decision, nor are they able to use those assets, nor are they able to channel precious savings into better avenues. Now, this is something that could be avoided if you are well advised. If you know your detailed plan to great wealth, and if you stick to a very detailed plan, if you review constantly each investment opportunity that you are considering and only then move to decisions, then that plan will become your GPS. Effectively, without detail, it is difficult to bring out delivery. Results will happen only if you rely on sound detail. The road to great wealth for the future not just depends on high earnings, it depends on high savings and great investing. Detail should be the centerpiece of your approach. You should have it all planned out. You should stick to your plan. You need to review your plan. And lastly, and most importantly, you need to expand your financial universe. You need to grow your plan, and you need to be hungry for success in a way where detail always remains central. Happy investing and watch our channel.